You give me the wrong name.
No.
Yes, it is. That's part 2 of it.
If I'm lawfully detained and I give you a wrong name,
Sir, you don't have to ask. They don't want to.
You can be nice and ask.
They don't want
It's
to.
a good day today. Please be nice.
I do not, and he's in my face, and he needs to go away.
Their feelings this
That's
day
fine.
and age, yeah.
I'm just letting you know, if you don't have an account in the bank,
I might.
if you don't,
Oh, okay.
let me finish.
Yeah,
why are you
yeah.
backing me in the corner, Sergeant? You're backing me in the corner.
3 intense confrontations across 3 U.S. states. ID refusal, rights, and abuse of power. When a simple camera becomes a threat just because the person holding it knows the law better than those enforcing it. The journey begins in California, one of the most heavily surveilled states in the U.S. We then move to Lee County, Illinois, home to over 350 correctional facilities. And the tension explodes in Waco, Texas, a city haunted by the infamous Branch Davidian standoff of 1993 with a population of over 138,000. Watch until the end to learn. When can the police legally ask for your ID? How to assert your rights without escalating the situation? How to handle threats and intimidation from both police and bystanders? As always, the original video links are provided in the description. Don't forget to show some love to these channels that worked hard to bring you the footage. I'm Agansett Press, Central Tyrant Investigations News Now. Patrick, hit subscribe on Mr. White's channel now to continue exposing abuse of power and empowering yourself with knowledge.
Sorry? What are you filming for?
Looking for anything interesting? Anything good?
Okay, where are you from?
Well, my name is Jason. Who are you?
I'm Glenn Bradford. It's my store that you're filming.
Oh, very nice, Glenn Bradford. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what company?
Well, I'm not interested in having a whole conversation. I'm just doing what I do.
Okay. Well, usually if someone films,
I can't hear you because of the
if
traffic.
someone films, they would introduce themselves so that I would understand what you're filming about.
If somebody comes out and starts a conversation with me, usually they'd introduce themselves.
Yeah.
And you kind of drop the ball there. So.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
Just out taking pictures, taking video, man. That's it. How you doing today? Doing good?
I'm great.
Good. Very good.
So you don't even want to identify who you are and what business you're shooting for.
First of all, you're assuming I'm working for a business.
I'm not arguing with you.
No, neither am I. But no, I'm not really. We don't know each other. I'm not interested in having a personal conversation with you. I introduced myself, if you remember.
Okay, take care.
All right, you too.
And do me a favor. Yeah. You don't want to introduce yourself. Please don't film my shop. It's really bizarre. You're very bizarre.
Okay.
You filming me?
Totally
Please.
noted. Just keep your hand out of my camera.
Please go away, because you're a confrontational person.
No, I'm really not. You're standing in front of my camera, sticking your hand
It's
2
my
inches
store.
from my lens, and I'm a confrontational person. That's interesting. You have an interesting view on reality there, Mr. Bradford. And you've said it's your store twice. I get it. I understand. Is it your sidewalk?
Hi, this is Glenn from Glenn Bradford Fine Jewelry. I have a very confrontational man filming me in front of my store, and he's rude. Can you send the police officer over 10-B Job's Lane? Please.
Touch my camera.
I do not, and he's in my face, and he needs to go away.
Nobody's in your face. You're in my face.
He's with someone else. I don't know why they're filming.
None of your business. Have a nice day.
So please send.
Yeah. It's a good day for an education, Mr. Bradford.
There's something wrong with you that you're a confrontational human being.
Did you see how physically aggressive you were being, and there's something wrong with me? You've been living in your own little private world for too long. We're going to educate you today. Turn on your listening ears. Turn on your listening ears. You're getting an education today. If you want to take that as a threat, I think you're confrontational. What, are you selling Rolexes you're not supposed to sell? Is that what's going on here? You probably don't want me to catch the serial numbers, right?
I'm in business for over 35 years.
Good for you. You seem to love to brag about yourself.
Okay.
Maybe you're trying to convince yourself of that. Can I check the serial numbers on your watches? Maybe Rolex sent me. Very familiar with your game.
My game?
Yes, sir. You'll see. And if you're going to take my picture, I need all your information. I need to know what company you work for, who you're with.
I can film you too.
You certainly can. Absolutely can. Nobody said you can't. Congratulations.
You waiting for him?
I've been waiting all day.
Hi, guys.
You're finally here. You're here.
Finally arrived.
You're here. How we doing, brother? I gotta say, you're looking fantastic
Thank
today,
you
my
so
man.
much, Bobby. Thank you.
As always. He gives you something to shoot for, right?
Genetic freak.
Genetic freak. I love it. That's great.
Yes.
I appreciate you, brother.
Pleasure.
Thank you. My
Pleasure
name's
to meet you.
Jason, by the way.
I'm James.
James, nice to meet you.
Next time.
How we doing, fellas? All right.
How you doing?
Good.
So I just told him.
Okay.
Actually, I watch your videos before.
Do you?
So I know
Right
you're
on.
going all over.
My name's Jason. You know
Kyle.
me.
Going all over the country.
Pleasure to meet you, John.
So I told him. I said you're legally allowed to, film outside. And
Okay. I told him you'd show up and educate him today.
Yeah. So he's. I'm gonna tell him like as long as I'm not gonna cop explain or anything like that. You guys know what you're doing.
No, that's awesome. I appreciate that.
I'm also worried about theft.
you just-
and
I understand
really
that. You
taking
just
my
go over there.
store and you take his information.
Not gonna happen, Bradford. Go back to work.
Can you just tell me kind of what happened in your own words? Just
It's
so I
all
can,
on video. Yeah, he actually just came out and demanded to know why I was filming his window.
Yeah.
And I told him, I introduced myself, said, and then he said, well, what company you with, all this stuff. I said, I'm not interested in having a personal conversation.
Yeah.
I'm just doing what I do. So he walked up and got literally an inch away from my lens, started sticking his keys in my lens. And so if I was that kind of guy, I'd probably want to press charges against him or give you a complaint about him, but I'm not interested in any of that. The reason we're out here is for folks who just understand that when somebody's out exercising their rights, taking pictures, doing whatever they do, bird watching out on a public sidewalk, they're to be left alone.
I mean, this village is beautiful. You could be, just getting photos and stuff like that for the YouTube channel or taking photos as you want to.
And he could have got some good publicity for his.
And I mean, his store is
his
very
shop,
nicely
but-
set up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we'll tell him, obviously.
All right, cool.
You're allowed to
I'll
film
get
here.
it on film while you tell him.
yeah.
Cool.
He did say, you got confrontation.
People, you know how people make things up.
Yep.
All right, Bradford, you ready for the education?
So listen, he is allowed to film in public place. All right. If people end up running away from him because they feel uncomfortable because he's filming, that's fine. Everything's on film. I'm sure if I asked for it and he wanted to, he would let me watch the video, see what happened.
Okay.
I'm familiar with him. I've seen his videos before. It's pretty much all going to be on film. He understands he can't go into a private business and stay if you ask him to leave, but he's in a public place. So my advice to you, just let him film. He's allowed to.
And on a serious note, I hope we can leave friends. I hope we can leave friends. And my important mission here today is not to drive you nuts. I hope that you now understand that people on the sidewalk are free to do as they do, and it's really none of your business.
I'm a jeweler.
I understand
We don't want to
that.
be robbed. And if someone is filming what I have in my shop, they should identify who they are as a courtesy.
Okay.
Instead of being confrontational.
I was not
because
confrontational.
I don't want to be robbed. Okay.
Well, that's a very
I could
poor.
be set up. I could be set
That's
up.
a very poor way for looking at the
setting
world.
me up. Well, we have to be paranoid in today's.
No, you really don't.
world.
I understand your fear about
No.
why he's filming and stuff like that. But again, like I told him, they could be filming this this village is beautiful. They could be filming it for whatever.
But most people would identify themselves and be friendly. Hey, would you mind if I photograph in front of your shop? And I would say no problem. He won't even identify who he is or what it's for.
He unfortunately, not unfortunately, but he doesn't have to.
Okay.
That's part of what makes this country great.
Like right now, if I were to ask him straight off the street, "Can I have your ID?" I am not within my rights to.
I would say no, and he would accept that.
Okay.
Right. And like I said, I hope I leave you with a smile on your face. I just want you to understand that people can do as they do on the sidewalk, and you're not in charge of that. That's why I'm out here.
But you should be a courtesy. You could be courteous with what you're doing when you're filming people or places of business.
Well, then you're asking me to do what I do the way I want to do it.
So this is where
that's
we're
up to
gonna leave
you.
off today.
That's it.
All right.
Have a wonderful day,
Thank you
Mr.
for
Bradford.
coming.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you have a nice day too.
Yeah, you too. Hope you learned something today. I really do.
With that being said, you have a good day.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so
Any
much.
further calls? We're working the afternoon.
You know we're
so-
here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But we're not giving it. You see what I do. I'm not giving anybody a hard time. And you know, there's my son, Ben. Yeah.
When did you guys get back?
A couple of days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just be in town for a few days and.
Okay. Doing your thing.
That's
All right.
it.
Well, you
That's
guys
it.
have a good day.
All right, man. I
All right?
appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Have a good
I
one.
appreciate you. Have a good day. And thank you for being so well informed and letting them know. I really appreciate it. It means a lot because
I get it.
you know what, these people, it drives me nuts because what people do is they can't just call 911, which they shouldn't be calling. He should have called your non-emergency number, and he should have gave you a very rational, accurate story of what was going on here. People, I'm sure in your experience, ramp it up.
And that's when the disturbance is.
And the problem is that they're not thinking about it is that could put me in harm's way. That could put you in harm's way because you get a phone call, there's something going on that's not. So
And
you
we come
come in
ripping here.
ramped up looking for something that's not happening.
Yep.
So it's just not a good idea for anybody. I just want you guys to stay safe out there.
Thank you.
We love finding the guys that are doing something wrong, but we like to celebrate successes. And
thank you.
we appreciate you here today. Thank
Have a
you.
good one, guys.
Have a good day.
In the town of Southampton, New York, a citizen legally filming from a public sidewalk suddenly becomes the center of misunderstanding. Jewelry store staff and the owner mistakenly confuse personal privacy with public space, leading to heated arguments and even an unnecessary call to the police. Key lessons. Filming in public is legal. If you're standing on a public sidewalk, you're not breaking the law. No need to show ID unless there is reasonable suspicion of a crime. Stay calm. It's your best defense. Maintain a composed attitude, ask clear questions, and always request the specific law if you're told to stop. But what happens when a citizen isn't just questioned, but is accused of trespassing? Watch the next video to witness a tense standoff with 4 officers at Dixon Correctional Center, where the right to access public records faces an intense challenge.
How you doing?
How you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. Are you taking photos?
Yeah, I'm doing a video, doing my investigation. How you doing?
You doing a video and an investigation?
Yes, sir.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't take any photos of this property.
Why not?
Because you can't. This is private property. You're not allowed to do any videos or anything like it's a security risk.
Oh, is it?
So
Well, I'm just trying to see if you guys have funds. I'm trying to do a local rodeo here, and I'm seeing if you guys are a bank establishment, so you guys would have a lot of those funds for me.
Okay, so again, no videos, no photos, okay?
Yeah, do you work here?
I'm security.
Oh, awesome, security. So maybe you could help me. You guys have a vault at this location?
You have a what?
A vault, like where you keep all the money and safety deposit boxes,
again,
stuff like that.
I'm not answering any of those questions because right now, I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't know
have a
you
business
either.
card?
Would you like to be a bull and not a bullshitter?
Okay, it's time for you to go.
Sir.
It's time for you to go. You can do it the easy way or the hard way.
Have you ever
Easy way or the hard way.
Have you ever tickled a bull by its balls before? What are those? Those are handcuffs?
It's time for you to go,
So
sir.
do those handcuffs go on the bulls, or do they go on like the legs or the horns?
Time for you to go.
Huh?
Time for you to go.
All that.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Have a good day, sir.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys don't want to provide me funds for my rodeo, I can't promote you guys.
PD will be out here soon.
PD?
Yeah.
They already told me they don't want to be in the rodeo. Sir, come back.
So they're on the way.
They're on their way? Okay. Did you tell them that I'm trying to find funds for my local rodeo?
No.
I do need clowns. You seem like a clown. You know, bulls don't like the clowns. They tend to buck them, you know what I'm saying, if they get in the way. And it looks like you're in my way, so I am the king bull, so I don't think you want to mess with me. Oh, guys. He doesn't know if he would hold it sideways, he would get a better angle.
Alright. PD's on the way.
All right, but what do you have to do with it? Are you going to be out here and arrest me?
What's going on, man?
How y'all doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing good, awesome.
I think there's just a little concern about...
There's no concern, man.
Maybe no concern on your part, but there's concern on their part.
Hey, are you going in there? Can you see if they want to provide me funds for my local rodeo? Yeah,
No, sir, you don't have to ask. They don't want to.
You can be nice and ask.
They don't want
It's
to.
a good day today. Please be nice.
Bro, I think there's some concerns about you filming the building.
Nah, no concern.
Maybe not on your part.
Yeah. All right. How you doing today?
What's up, man?
Doing good.
What kind of rodeo you got?
Huh?
What kind of rodeo you got?
Rodeo? Oh, you want to come?
Where's it at?
It's cowboy. I'm trying to build. I'm actually starting to build right here. I told them if they don't want to provide me funds, we're gonna have to, do what we have to do. We need enough room out here.
On the street or on the side of the corner?
We got a lot of different locations we're building because I do have a lot of monies. but I do like sponsorships, is which I like to come out to these places and see if they want to provide me funds for that, for my rodeo. So this guy brought out his handcuffs. I thought he was running a wrangle with me.
I would hope not.
I hope not, because if he tried putting his hands on me, I would have had to defend myself.
This gentleman coming on down. How you doing?
Oh, watch out! Gunshots! Gunshots! Oh man. All right, y'all.
Sir, what's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
I go by Cowboy Jack, three-time
Cowboy
rodeo
Jack?
state champion.
All right, Cowboy Jack, I'm just gonna let you know.
Yeah.
You can film out here on a public sidewalk.
Yeah.
There's nothing against the law.
Right, right. Yeah, I know. I
Are
know.
you making people feel uncomfortable?
Yeah,
inside
I really don't care about their feelings this
that's
day
fine.
and age. Yeah,
I'm just letting you know, if you don't have an account in the bank,
I might.
if you don't,
Oh, okay.
let me finish.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't have an account in a bank, or you're not looking to get an account in a bank, they don't want you inside there with your camera. Now, they have a right to stop you from
Yeah,
filming inside
correct.
their
That's
building.
private property.
That's private
Yep.
property.
Yes, sir.
You can do all the walking around out
Yep.
here filming. Like I said, you're making them feel uncomfortable.
I know. They made me feel uncomfortable when he brought those handcuffs
So I'm
out.
just
So
letting you imagine your mom or your dad or whatever being a clerk in there and someone walking by videotaping them.
no, my mom and dad work for the rodeo. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, okay. We're just gonna go in circles with the rodeo. That's fine. They don't want you inside the bank if you have no business inside.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't go in there. He came out to me. So
Well, you know.
yeah, I thought he was trying to talk to me about my rodeo. So. Do you ride bulls? Do you love bull riding?
Yeah.
That's power to you. I actually rode bulls up in Iowa. Yeah, up in Iowa. Do you know where like Kirksville, Missouri is too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did a lot of local stuff around there. So yeah. Hi. Good.
With behavioral health response, I just wanted to check and see if you needed anything.
Ma'am,
from
that
us.
don't bring that shit to me. Thank you. Behavioral response, y'all.
In front of a bustling city bank, a citizen conducting a First Amendment audit is met with panic, confusion, and even threats of handcuffs. While standing on a public sidewalk, Cowboy Jack uses humor to challenge misconceptions about public photography. A security guard, clearly unfamiliar with the law, rushes out, pulls out his cuffs, and tries to intimidate Jack for filming the bank's exterior. But when the police arrive, they confirm what Jack already knows. Filming from a public space is entirely legal. Key lessons. Public filming is legal. No one can stop you from filming what you can see from a public space. No ID without reasonable suspicion. Don't hand over ID unless police can cite a legitimate reason. Calmness and documentation are your best tools. Stay composed, keep recording, and ask for the exact law being cited. But what happens when someone claiming to be a police officer uses violent threats to stop a citizen from filming? Stay tuned for video 3, where the tension escalates in Kansas City and intimidation meets an unshakable knowledge of the law.
She said you're a white male with a beard and tennis shoes. Black jacket. She's saying your description, man.
Can I help y'all?
Taking pictures.
I understand, but you shouldn't be taking pictures in here.
It's
There's
a
nothing
public
to take
lobby.
pictures of, huh?
It's a public lobby.
I understand that, but you don't need to take pictures of me. I
Okay.
would appreciate you not taking pictures
Okay,
of me.
well you have no privacy.
I don't want you taking pictures
this
of
is
me.
a public lobby.
I'm telling you to stop recording me, so you need to stop recording.
I'm not gonna do that, ma'am. Sorry.
Fine. You can talk to the officers when they get here.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
They're just being a jerk.
She says that we're being jerks.
Well, I mean, I'm taking pictures.
We're here in Waco, Texas. Nomad News and News Now, Patrick. $10-12 behind you. Let's We'll stay in here.
Let's go see. Let's go. Send him.
No, he'll come in. Did you get some of these? Yeah, come get some shots of these. You won a prize, but you can't get it until you send money. Look, she's getting a picture of you, dude.
I can record too. I have that right.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So do we.
Have I been rude or disrespectful to
You
you?
haven't, but I asked him not to record me. He continued to record me.
Did I?
You didn't record me.
Okay.
Is it an unlawful act?
I tell him to stop recording me, and that's my right. You can talk to that gentleman right there.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey,
Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Can you answer my question?
no, we cannot.
Then you can leave the property.
We are taking pictures in public. First Amendment protected activity, sir.
Come on, guys.
That's all we're doing.
Nobody's here trying to upset you, offend you in any particular way at all. But you're causing the lady behind the window
I have no
a little
cause for
stress.
anything.
I'm telling you what's
I've
happening.
came in here, I've taken pictures of plaques, I've taken pictures of brochures,
And
some of your
feel
marked
free to do
brochures.
that.
Can I get your name, man?
That's awesome.
That's assuming I can read. I mean, can't you speak with
Officer
courtesy?
Diaz.
Officer Diaz, thank you for your professionalism. And your badge number?
160.
And Sergeant Thomas,
Mhm.
and your badge number?
185.
Thank you for your professionalism.
Do you have your identification?
No, we don't have any. We don't know what that is. We don't have that.
You don't know what identification
You know, we don't know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Why do you have a GoPro and a phone? Just
Well,
curiosity.
You don't.
like you,
You
you're
don't.
curious,
You don't
I'm
need to know that either.
But it didn't hurt to ask, right?
You're engaged in a constitutionally protected act, freedom of press, First Amendment.
Now that that's been established.
We're taking pictures.
Now that that's been established, and
And
you
you've
know
done
that,
such.
no more qualified immunity. Just letting you know.
I'm sorry?
And you've done such.
What do you mean we've done
You've
such?
taken pictures.
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah. What's up? What's the
That's
issue?
not what you're doing
Okay.
currently, but that's
What's going
what
on?
you were doing.
Well, now you've contacted us, so now we're taking pictures.
Yes, but you refuse to identify yourself.
Hey, what's your name?
And I don't need to, I haven't broken any
Sir.
laws. Texas Penal Code
Sir.
3002 clearly states.
What's your name?
To ID myself to a
Sergeant,
police
you want to tell your
officer
officer he's got to
if I've been
identify?
lawfully arrested for a crime.
Okay, it's fine. I'm sure I can take it to the chief of a picture of you, and he's going to tell me who you are.
Completely.
You have to identify because you're making contact with a citizen, and when a citizen requests, you must identify.
We have no idea whether you're a citizen or not because you're not identifying
Okay.
yourself.
Well, you want to tell this? You want to tell your officer he's got to identify as a sergeant? You
Are you
want to tell
going
him?
to cause issues by
There's no
being
issue.
here and doing what you're doing?
My issue is this guy's. He's not wanting. He's not wanting to give me his name.
Constitutionally protected.
He's got to identify.
You can read.
He's got it
He doesn't
covered.
have a nameplate.
He doesn't. How am I supposed? What do you mean read? It's not
Is
on
there a
there.
reason why you're staring me down?
Really? Can we have a name, please?
Are we finished in here, y'all? Mr.
I don't understand.
So-and-so and
I
Miss
don't
so-and-so, are
understand
we
the
finished?
problem.
I want to know his name. That's all I'm trying to figure out
That's
here.
not what you're trying to do.
The problem
You're
is,
trying to cause issues. and
we're not
that's what
trying to
you're
cause
do.
anything. We're taking pictures in a publicly
Do you think that you really need to get yourself?
Why are you backing me in
Caught
the
in
corner,
here?
Sergeant?
Ain't nobody back in the corner.
You're backing me in the
the
corner. I don't have any weapons. What's the issue here, Sergeant? You're backing me in the
I have
corner.
no earthly idea.
I'm in the corner of the lobby. Why'd you back me over here?
I didn't back anybody over here.
Okay. Why you can you move this way so I can get out of here? Out of the corner?
You can.
Okay, I don't want no sudden moves. No sudden moves. No sudden moves. Okay. You got that recording to your vehicle? Is that on? Just so there's audio. I need to know that there's audio. So when I go to FOIA, there's audio. Is that on? Sir? Can you tell me if that's on? Okay. You don't want to be professional? That's fine.
We came here to take pictures. That is all.
You've done something.
You've been courteous.
Okay.
You've been semi-courteous.
And,
You've been
you know-
mute. Is it not in your policy to identify?
It is in their
yourself to a
policy.
citizen?
It is. I've already looked at their policy, and he wants to break it all day long. He don't want to give any name. He don't want to say. So we'll let him deal with that when that time
File
comes.
a formal complaint tomorrow
I'm sure I got a picture of him. We can show the chief or whoever, the lieutenant.
Thank you for your professionalism. I appreciate it, officer.
Do you want to tell him that he's got to identify?
It's part of.
He's a public servant. I want his name.
Excuse me. Please don't try to dictate our policy to us.
No, I'm not trying to dictate nothing. I'm just telling you what it states. Okay? It's in there. It's in there.
I said, please don't try to dictate our policy to us.
You wonder why there's a disconnect between the public and police officers. We have done nothing rude. We came in here and took pictures, and you guys showed up acting like we were trying to vandalize
We got
the
a
place.
call.
Now,
Y'all's presence here.
okay.
By your dispatcher, or by your meter maid, whatever she is, file cabinet lady. I don't know.
Oh.
Her job is here. She was offended by a camera.
Yeah, which is it's a lawful activity.
Publicly accessible lobby.
You're not allowing me to speak. I would like to answer.
Okay, let him speak, Nomad. Let's hear what he says.
We got a call. Y'all refusing to identify yourself. You're in the police department, and this lady was concerned. She didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, we got another guy rolling up.
Identify yourself just like you've done to us.
Okay, you guys are being live streamed, just so you know, so you can't delete any footage.
So that's why we came.
Okay. Now that you've established that we are engaged in
Why stay?
constitutionally protected
Why
activity-
stay if it's lawful? Why stay if it's lawful?
I'm listening to you.
Okay, now that you've established that we are not a threat, we are engaged in constitutionally protected act, freedom of press, taking pictures, we're not causing a disturbance.
Okay.
So what's the problem now?
I didn't say there was a problem.
Okay.
Well, you're still here.
That's not a problem.
I'm sure that there's other people out there that need some assistance or something, you know.
Are we done?
We're done.
Okay.
Are we being detained?
Of course not.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day, dear.
Look at this guy. Look at him. He's trying to do a stare down. Look, he's trying to be all serious. This guy.
Officer Hornaz.
Can I get his name, Sergeant? Can I get some names here?
What? How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing great.
How y'all doing
We're doing all right.
Sir, you seem friendly.
Yeah, these guys really ain't
My
that
name is
friendly.
Officer Dan. This is Officer Allison.
Nice to meet
How
you.
y'all doing?
How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing great.
All right. So, y'all just out little strolling around?
Yeah, we're just taking a little stroll to the facility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, from my understanding, this is a private building owned by the city of Waco, correct?
Private building.
Accessible.
Yeah, it is publicly accessible, but it is a private building.
Oh, is that right?
Now, from my understanding, no problem with you recording the building at all, as long as it's from a public place.
Okay, this is publicly accessible. It's a
But
public
this is a
lobby.
private
Anything that I can see, I'm allowed to film.
But not from inside
Okay.
the building if it's
Okay.
a private
Okay.
building.
Okay. I'm not gonna debate that
I'm
with
not arguing.
you.
I'm not arguing.
What crime am I committing then?
It is.
Okay.
I understand that.
Okay, what crime am I committing then if I'm filming?
I'm
in the
not
lobby?
saying you're committing a crime.
Okay, then
I'm
what's
saying
the-
we
what's
can
the
set
issue?
the rules
Oh.
if it's a privately owned building.
Oh, it's privately
if
owned.
you
Okay.
can-
It's a
Now-
public building.
But no, it has public access. You're right. It does.
It's a government building.
But it has
It's
public
not,
access.
It's not like a Walmart, it's not a private.
But it's City of Waco. I mean, I'm just asking.
Right.
It's City of Waco's building, right?
Yeah, which
Okay.
makes it a public building.
Okay, but it has certain accesses here.
Right, and this is
I'm not-
public.
I'm
We
not
don't
gonna
intend
debate
to
with
go-
you where I
we
can and
don't
can't film.
intend
I
to
can
go
film in
into
the lobby, okay?
Unauthorized areas.
Past that metal
We don't
detector,
tend
that's a
to
different
break
story. I can
anything.
film in the
We don't
lobby. I can
tend to
film
vandalize
in a
anything.
parking lot. I can film on
We
an
don't tend to
easement,
go
on a
into
sidewalk.
restricted areas. We're strictly in public accessible areas,
Okay,
taking pictures of your nice plaques
okay,
and different things like that. That is all we're doing.
okay. I mean, I was just asking,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
I didn't get upset like you did.
I'm not upset. I'm just.
You know.
Well, I mean, when you're over here misquoting all these
Well,
rules
I
and
was
re-
just asking.
Okay.
I was just asking. That was it.
Okay.
That was it. That's all I was doing.
All right. So what's the main goal here?
Well, that would be a good
That's what
question
I'm trying
for
to.
us
That's what
ask
I'm trying to
somebody.
figure
We're
out here.
minding our own business.
Okay.
We got
Taking
all.
pictures in
Look, we
public.
got 5
First Amendment
officers here.
Protected activity.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got 4 or 5 officers here.
5 officers here.
There is.
That's something like that. Well, only 2 were dispatched.
Okay.
Everybody else was.
Y'all
on
was
the
just
scene.
you heard it on the radio. Just.
Well, no, I was actually dispatched.
Oh, really? And they got here first.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
y'all have all been semi-professional except him, who has refused to identify himself, which I am 99% sure is in his policy to identify himself to a public, to a citizen who asks.
That's all I do.
I mean, It is. Like I said, I'm just looking at that part of it.
And Sergeant, if you're in a public place, the eyes cannot trespass. If you can see, you can film anything you can see.
I agree
And
with
even
you.
if that is a restricted area, if I can see it, I can film it. Remember that. I don't have to. Just because you say stop recording, I don't have to stop recording. You know. And she got her camera, started recording me, and that's fine. It's in her right to do that.
Actually made a ruling on that.
Are you know Turner v. Driver, the court case out of Fort Worth? Is that what you're referring to?
No, well, I know which one you're referring to,
Yes.
where they put the guy in handcuffs and left him back in the car.
Yes.
And the supervisor was cleared, but the officers weren't. Qualified immunity.
He was never charged with
He
anything.
wasn't. No.
It was failed ID, which is an add-on charge.
Yeah, but
They let him go.
He didn't even fill the ID on that one.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to identify.
I know.
3802.
Unless you're arrested.
Lawfully arrested.
There you go.
Lawfully arrested.
Or if I lawfully detain you.
No, okay.
If you give me the wrong name.
No.
Yes, it is. That's part 2 of it.
If I'm lawfully detained and I give you a wrong name, that is a crime.
That's what
That
I'm
is
saying.
a crime.
That's what I'm saying.
That is a crime. If
Yes.
I've been lawfully detained at the
Yes,
time.
you're right. Yeah.
But there's got to be a crime to give you any identification.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
But I was, yeah.
And I haven't given you any false names.
No, you're good. Well, I mean, he doesn't have to.
Yeah, that's right.
I know.
That was just.
I know.
I was just trying to clarify that.
Well, I figured he didn't give us any names.
They didn't give us any names, so they didn't violate anything.
Which we don't have to. We haven't violated anything.
Hey,
Of course not.
You know, it's a public place.
you know.
So you need to, at any point.
Okay.
I told you why we got here.
Is 5 officers really necessary? Is this a waste of taxpayer funds?
Well, they were already here. They're about to go home.
Right.
Okay.
That's the whole purpose.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But you know, at the end of the day, we're just filming. You know,
No issue with that.
yeah, that's all we're doing.
Heart's content.
You know, we don't have any weapons, guns, grenades, knives, anything like that. We're just filming.
Well,
You know.
and not to say that you're telling me an untruth. It's just to say that
Okay.
I know you're saying that, and I have no reason not to believe you.
Yes.
But I also have no reason
Okay.
to think that
Look.
you're.
Okay.
You have to understand that a lot of times we get told something and it's not necessarily.
You know.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I don't have my wallet
That's
on.
right.
I'm just saying I don't have my wallet on. So even if I was to be
That's.
briefly detained, it's not in my pockets. Just saying.
Fair enough.
Because I know that does happen. They detain you and then they take it out of your pocket, and you know.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You know,
I think
they can't do that, but
they did rule in that one. They could detain them to
A
make
Terry
sure.
frisk only allows you
There
to
you
pull
go.
out weapons or contraband. If
Only and if you immediately recognize.
yes, if it's a wallet, you can't just pull it out. Okay,
No,
cool, here's
you're
exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Unless I can say it was a weapon wallet.
Not unless that individual that you remove the wallet from has already been arrested.
Yeah.
And is refusing to tell you the are, you're pulling out to identify, that's all. That would be the only.
No, we're not here to
only
cause.
exception.
We're not here to cause any
Well,
issues.
I know, and we're not here to bust your chops or anything.
Yeah, and
we just got called because I know
Yeah.
the ladies aren't used to dealing with this.
Yes, it's not.
and it's okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody around here that does it, or I don't know.
Well, we've had other people do it.
Yeah.
Does what?
Filming, just
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
most of the
Oh,
time.
yeah, we have.
Photography.
Several, but
Yeah.
that's not really, I don't think, the issue is.
Yeah.
They were just kind of alarmed.
Yeah.
She is a little concerned, that's all.
And it's just like us. If we're working as a public servant type thing, we're subject to be filmed at any time.
Yeah, and you guys are filming too, so it's like you should be used to it. You know, I'm sure you got cameras somewhere right there.
Yeah, there's
You know,
plenty of cameras.
cameras in your
Oh, yeah.
vehicles. You're always being taped, rolled, or somewhat recorded. You know,
Like I said.
so it's not anything new. You know, it's just
No.
it's just all right.
It's just different, and
Yeah.
you know, difference always
Okay.
is people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So do you guys have a police parking lot, or is it part of the what's it called? What's that called?
All their
again?
extra units are in
The parking garage.
Not public.
Well, I mean, no, not the employee the police parking, just the vehicles.
They're in the parking garage.
Police cars?
Yeah, are they in the garage over there, the parking garage?
They're in the parking garage.
Okay, I just didn't know if there was one publicly.
Unless somebody's driving them, they're in the
Yeah.
parking garage.
Yeah,
or
well-
they're-
No, we don't. Yeah, they're always in
they're
the
at
parking garage.
Yeah, well, we haven't gone around that side, so I was just asking. I didn't know if you had one out or we can get a picture of.
There's
There's
two or
Yeah,
three outside.
okay. Yeah, let's go get it. Let's get some of those now, man.
If you get mine and straight up here, you go to the front and get it and wave to the camera too.
Okay. Thanks for your professionalism.
Y'all have a good night.
Yep.
But Officer Smith, he's gonna get somebody hurt, or he's gonna hurt himself.
Southampton, New York, where a citizen standing on a public sidewalk with a camera caused a furious shop owner to call the police, simply because they didn't know the law. A bustling urban area, a bank security guard panicked and pulled out handcuffs at the sight of a camera, even though the citizen was simply exercising their right to free speech. Waco, Texas, a city of over 138,000 residents, where police officers were left baffled when asked about the right to film inside a government building. 3 encounters, one common thread, a lack of legal understanding leading to severe violations of citizens' rights. 3 critical lessons for you. 1. Filming in public is a legal right. In the US, the First Amendment protects your right to record in public spaces like sidewalks, parks, or public buildings. No one can stop you unless you enter private property without permission. 2. No ID. No crime. No problem. Police can only demand ID if they have reasonable suspicion of a crime. Remember this crucial question: am I being detained? If the answer is no, you have the right to refuse. 3. Your camera is your strongest legal shield. Always record interactions with public officials. Video footage is the clearest evidence if your rights are violated or if false accusations arise. Key reminders: stay calm and don't escalate. Let your legal knowledge be your weapon, not anger. Ask for specific legal citations. If someone asks you to stop filming, calmly say, "Can you cite the law that prohibits me from doing this?" Know the local laws. Each state has its own rules. For example, Texas does not have a stop and identify law, so officers can't demand ID without reasonable suspicion. Have you ever been in a similar situation? Have you been asked to show ID or stop filming for no legitimate reason? Share your story in the comments. And don't forget to support the brave individuals who documented these real-life encounters. I'm a Gansett Press Central Tyrant Investigations News Now Patrick. Hit subscribe to the Mr. White channel to stay updated on more videos exposing abuse of power and helping you better understand your constitutional rights. Always record, always know your rights, always protect your freedom.